Someone's sitting down. Who is it? It is once again. Is that Dan again? We get to watch Dan twice. Dan is back for revenge, and we are off and rolling. Justin out of the gate with 4-3. Splitting down, as is quite standard. 3-1. Dan practiced his rolling during the break. 2-1's beautiful. Can make the 7, can make the anchor. What's it gonna be? Choices. Oh, am I gonna do this? Am I gonna do that? Am I gonna do this? Am I gonna do that? Not sure what was right there. I might have made the anchor just to avoid things like that. But I don't know what was right there. 4-5 comes in, smashes him back. He could jump out or bring down an extra builder to the 8. That seems kind of logical, especially since his 8 was stripped, and now he's looking to pounce on that, but he can't, because Dan's going to jump right out into the outfield. No pouncing. 3-2, 3s are duplicated, so he's going to hit in the outfield. With the 2, he could just step up with that back checker as well. That seems logical. Yeah, you don't really want a safety on the 8, I wouldn't think. This seems much better. That way, if any craziness gets hit, you could always just anchor up there as well. 4-2, going to continue fighting for his 4-point. Dan definitely wants the 4-point, especially since he couldn't anchor. And now we see the benefits of stepping up from the 24 to the 22. You get to anchor up immediately. And he'll hit back. 4-6, huge roll, double hit. Dan has taken a little bit of Rudy's rolling from before and is now applying it. 5, he's dancing, so he's pausing to think about the double, but he's still got those 2 checkers trapped without daylight, and that is a reason to not do it. But now I'd probably step up with one of those checkers. This is an excellent time to do that. 4-6 dances, and now maybe, there it is. This, to me, looks like a take, but I make a lot of cube errors. Dan still has his work cut out for him. He's got to get the checkers out. However, he's really outboarded, and he wants nothing to do with it. He's going to drop it. I don't know. Tell me, Melissa, were you watching? Anyone? Was that a take? Please let us know. Was that a take? Please let us know. But 1-0. Now, if I'm right from looking up the rankings and ratings, I could be wrong. I don't know how outdated it was. It could be that Dan is a stronger player. So we'll see. I don't know if he knows this. We'll see if it affects his decisions. Or the gameplay. Four 3 is going to come on down, strengthen his priming position. 3-1. Probably just come down from the mid. You want to unstack your heavy mid. Splitting your back checkers against this onslaught that Dan has coming is kind of dangerous. Or you could do that, which isn't very constructive. Just want to come down from the mid, probably all the way to the 9-point. All the way. Yeah. No. Okay, he did that, and that's fine. We still love him. Playing it super safe. He's getting a little scared there. But yeah, usually you want to just come down from the outfield there. Dan's going to continue strengthening everything. And this is kind of why you do that. Certainly coming down with 1 to the 8. Now he might bring down 2. This is almost surely the right thing. That way you have a lot of builders looking to make your 3-point, 7-point, 8-point, 9-point. 6-5. Probably just going to run. I was thinking about the 8-point, but running is sexy. Oh, another 6-5. Could make the 3-point, could also run. It's time to look at the race. This not pausing brought to you by the race. What would the race be? Race is very close. Very close. Running out there might have been the thing. Usually when your opponent starts mobilizing their back checkers and escaping, you also kind of want to start escaping, or you risk this. You risk this position, which also seems like a strong cube now from Dan. And he's certainly going to stop to think a few seconds about it. And that's it. And that's why you run with the 6-5. He scoops it up. 2-1, gonna safety and safety. He could make the 7-point, but he is outboarded, so that's kind of dangerous, and he doesn't want to do that. He's full freedom, wants to enjoy his full freedom. We all love freedom, unless you don't have it. 4-3 can make the daunting 5-point board. And maybe even break the anchor with the checker and start to step up. Maybe, that could be a mistake, but maybe not. He's got, Justin has a super strong board, so stepping up with that 3 could have given him a little more outfield control. I might have considered it, but I don't know what was right there. Only XG knows for sure. 6-6 is huge, though. We now have a standard holding game with Justin well ahead in the race, I think. 95 for white, and $109, if I counted that correctly, for pink after the roll. I think, if I counted that right, if I was right, that means Justin now is very much up in the race. Yeah, looking at this move, gets him definitely more outfield control, but also, obviously, all his outfield points are stripped, which is a little dangerous, and strengthening his board is pretty tasty. That will make it easier to threaten him and bring checkers home. It was a 179 pass. And PEB MSU, what's up? Would have run. Perhaps now we're seeing a bit of Justin's I don't know how to word it, intermediate play as compared to Dan's play. But Justin, very much, if any big doubles, he has a very strong recube. He might have already had one. I don't think so, but maybe after those 6s. Breaking your board here is not what you want, but really don't want to leave the double shot. 3-2. Well, if you didn't break it before, you're not breaking it now. This still could go either way. Oh, 5s is huge. Big time. We are fairly even now. Dan needs a big number. I'm sorry, not Dan, Justin. Big number, and there is a big number. Why would you leave that? Don't leave that. Don't leave. No, you're scaring me. You're going to scare me. Just going to count the race. And maybe you should leave that, but I don't think so. You have the cube. You can just run. If you start rolling big numbers, you can reship it. Justin's making his fans nervous. It's like when you're playing in a chouette and no cubes are turned, you're just standing behind the captain and they look at one play that just makes you nervous. Makes you nervous. This is very close, was very close. Never mind. Never mind. Double twos helps a lot. Dan looking to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Justin looking to stop that. Still could go either way, especially after the deuce. Can only bring off one. Justin looking for the big numbers. And it is just up to chance and the dice gods. Double fours. That's Rudy's number. Oh, late legally. There you go. It still helps. It's not really what he wanted. He only got to take off one checker. Let's see, ended up not mattering much after the 6-6. Yeah, don't think he had a recube yet. Yeah, I didn't think so either. Double fives, there it is. Oh no. Oh no, we could be in recube territory. A little bit of a decision here, but not yet. Definitely not yet. Another doubles though could do it. This is getting tight. Oh, that'll do it. It's not tight anymore. 3-0. 3-0, moving on. Extra roll for the decision. It is possible that they did that in the last match. I didn't consider that. In BMAB, because your PR matters, sometimes you take the extra rolls just to get the decision. And that might have happened there and before. All right. Dan Minardi off to a lead, but he was off to a lead against Rudy as well. 3-0, in fact. Could history be repeating itself? Probably not, but it might. You never know. 2-1. Four, going to smash him back. The slotting the 5 is great when it works, and crappy when it doesn't. 3-2 is great. He can anchor up, but he can also smash him back on the 5 point, which he probably wants to do. Keep fighting for that point. Doesn't really need to make the anchor yet. He's not facing any vicious attack by Dan. And so he's going to keep fighting for it, and he's not going to get it. Dan rolling extremely well, gets to make his 4 point as well. Or he could make the deuce, sorry, didn't even look at that. He could double hit on the deuce, and he is thinking of that. That is very tempting. It is so tempting that he's going to do it, especially with the extra blot out in the outfield. And any kind of dance like that. Ooh, this might even be too good. This might be too good, and probably he does not lose anything taking a roll. That's not really what he wanted, but it's okay. Now, he could make the outfield anchor, but doing this and come down to 9 is probably better because you get the extra builder. Usually when you have 2 on the roof, you just want to bring down builders and continue the blitz. Dances on a 2-point board. That is one of the worst feelings in backgammon. It's just a punch in the face. Dancing on a 2-point board is just silly. It's just silly is what it is. 4 and 3 is going to continue to hit, continue the blitz, bring down the extra builder. Dan firmly in control of this. Never mind. No, but he's still fine. Dan will continue to hit loose. Oh, he's not even going to take that chance. It's not too good anymore. He just says, you know what? Crap or get off the pot. And Justin doesn't have to go right now, and he's getting off the pot. Which is wise. 4-0, 5 away. That's another reason it's wise. Now he keeps Dan at 5 away instead of letting him get to the dreaded 4 away. And we're moving on, 4-0. Justin looking to get on the board and make something happen. Oh, no automatics. We are not playing money play, so we'll just wait. 6-2. What was the recap for round 1? Dan did not win. Dan got beat by Rudy. Dan was up 3-0 to start. And then, spoiler alert, yeah, he couldn't hold on. Rudy just kept rolling extremely well. Very exciting game, though. I encourage you to go back and watch the last game. It was absolutely crazy. Back and forth. It was just back and forth, back and forth. With some big rolls, jokers, a lot of excitement, ups and downs. Everything we like in backgammon happened on that last game with Dan. So I recommend going back to watch it. 4-1. Going to hit, probably come down. And a good priming structure for him if he can avoid getting hit back immediately, which he does. 5-3 is not Justin's best. Might want to hang back on the 3-point so you don't get smashed. If you step up to the 5, you are definitely getting attacked. And you could even do the tempo hit. This is a perfect time for a tempo hit. Justin, look at the tempo hit. Look at the tempo hit. He's not looking at the tempo hit. And tempo hit now is beautiful for white because it obviously robs pink's chances to use all those spares to make. Nope, tempo hit. Oh, he doesn't do the tempo hit. Yes, tempo hit right now would be beautiful. That wouldn't allow Dan to do this and use both of his dice to make a point or attack. And when you can't use both, those builders all of a sudden become blots in your outfield. So that might have been a sizable error to not do that. Or not, or maybe I'm wrong. But I don't think so. I don't think so. 2-3, now stepping up to the 5. Dan again looking to attack him on his 5-point, and will, perfect for him. 3-4, oh, that's big. He gets to anchor up. He is still in this game. And Dan might have a double here, but I don't think so yet. I mean, he's up in the race, or he's up in the match. Really needs to improve some things like that. That could do it, depending on this roll. Oh, maybe not. Never mind. Now he's going to want to probably, I think, escape the back checker before he doubles. Again, especially at this match score. 1-5. Not really the best, but at least he gets to unstack the heavy mid. 3-4 is good. It's time. Is it time to come up with that checker? Maybe. Maybe. Don't think you want to come out. You are down in the race, and that's dangerous. He gets missed. Now Dan gets to step up and see daylight. Yeah, jumping out with that back checker for Justin might have been a mistake. Like I said, especially you're down in the race, you kind of, that's your goaltender. You want to keep him back there for contact. He didn't have too many other good plays. He could have made a point in his home board. But now he gets to go back. And that's actually kind of perfect. And now he's back where he started. Comes out to hit. That is dangerous. Can't resist the shiny piece of candy in the outfield. Lots of return shots, and that's why he's pausing. Wow, he just gave me 5s and 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s to hit. And there's a lot of volatility now. And even though he's way up in the match, this is a very tempting double because there are gammons here, and probably a lot of them. Sometimes you just got to resist the shiny piece of candy sitting in the outfield. Have a good think, Dan. This doubling cube thought brought to you by shiny pieces of candy. A lot of market losers, obviously, which is why, I'd love to roll. It could even be too good, maybe. Don't think it's too good, especially since he's on the roof. Yeah, he's going to double. This is a strong double, really volatile position. It's got obviously way outboarded and a lot of threats coming down. I think the only hesitation was that he was so far up in the race, so far up in the match. And that's going to do it. Now he gets to 4 away. I'm wondering now if that was a take, only because of the match score, if anyone knows. Justin's got to get something going. Now he should certainly start being a little more aggressive with the cube. from before. Let's see. Let's say a big chance for double anchor game or something. Now double. Yeah, he dropped it fast. I was surprised. Massive take now. 400 blunder. So that was a 400 blunder. I don't remember. Oh, from the game before. Sorry, the chat. My timing in the chat is a little. So I guess the 400 was from the game before, where he dropped it but should have taken it. And I blinked, and wow, Justin's off to a great start in this one. Looks like he started with double sixes and now double twos is what just happened. Thinking of making the 5 point or stepping up to the 16. 5 point it is. And now really at this point, Justin might consider doubling just because he's way down in the match. Doesn't even pause to think about it. He had a threat on the 4, which he's going to hit now. The 6 is a little tricky. Thank you, Melissa. Hitting was right, apparently, with that 6. And then it was a double take. Yeah, I guess his other option for the 6 wasn't that great. He really didn't have a better 6. But yeah, if you're gonna make the play, you got to take the cube. Oh, that's huge. Comes in, comes out, hits. 5-4 isn't bad at all. Has a beautiful prime right there. And Dan really wants a 6, obviously. That is a 6. And so much for doubling. That went away. Never mind. 6-5 looking to run all the way around. And Will is well up in the race, so it's time to race. And now he's doubling. Scoops that up. No reason not to take that one. Dan is clearly behind in the race, but that just means he has better timing. And he's going to hang back, wait for a shot, make it difficult for Justin to get home. Justin's back checkers are separated from his army. He's forgetting about little Billy. Don't forget about little Billy. And once again, holding game. Let's get the race here. We got 111 for white before that roll. Oh, minus 16. 95 for white. 127 for pink before the roll, if I got that right. I give myself about 35% chance of getting the count right. 5-1 anyway. Justin's glad he doubled. Just gonna pause. I think he's pausing to think about clearing the 8 point, but probably don't want to do that. That would only make it trickier. Two, bringing in the checker to maximize his racing potential should he roll big doubles. And that's why you leave the 8 point there. One. Dan is certainly not out of this race by a long shot. And almost certainly will not recube unless he gets a commanding race lead after some doubles. Board 3, he's got 2 blots in his board, so he could run 1 checker now to maximize his race lead. I don't know if that would be the right play. This is obviously super strong, and now it doesn't matter anymore. Never mind, 3 doubles. Dan's gonna have to throw some huge numbers to get back in this. And if he does not, Justin will have finally gotten on the board and looking to go 5-2. 7 away, 4 away. Oh, on the corner. No double 6 for you. 5-4, bring it on home. Thanks everyone for being here. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here watching backgammon, and we thank you for it. Hoping you're loving the match. This is the 2026 Wisconsin tournament from lovely Madison, Wisconsin. I don't know if Madison has 2 S's in it, but that's where they're playing. And it's an excellent tournament, beginner-friendly tournament, run by Jack Edelson. And we will have streaming action for you all weekend. Tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Lots of backgammon. Just as you are coming out of the excitement from Monte Carlo and you're starting to go through backgammon withdrawal, we are here for you with all the backgammon action you could possibly want. And then coming up at the end of August, I know there's actually a lot of tournaments, I believe, coming up, but at the end of August, we have a huge tournament in London. It is the Team World Competition. I will also be at that one. I won't be on the team, but I will certainly be there rooting on my favorite players and possibly even playing, possibly doing commentary. Who knows? Either way, I am definitely going to London, and I'm super psyched because I get to see my first official London football match, soccer match, and I'm very excited for that as well. Even though, I kind of like backgammon more. But I'm excited to be in the stands, jumping around like a crazy person and pretending I care about either of the teams. Here we go, 5-2. Justin trying to keep hopes alive and win another one, getting it a little closer to even. Dan hoping to get to 1-1 after his disappointing loss in round 1. And again, this is the BMAB round 2. If you don't know what the BMAB is, Google it. I'm just kidding. The BMAB is the ratings body that gives people ratings. That's how people get the titles of Grandmaster, Master, things like that. It is based on PR and performance. All of these matches are being transcribed, and they will be uploaded. You can probably find any of these matches online after they are all done. And then based on their performance, eventually, if you have enough BMAB rounds under your belt, you get a title, you get a rating. And additionally, this is a little mini tournament in and of itself. Everybody gets to play 5 matches. All the matches are to 9 points. And at the end, they will have a winner, and there will be lots of losers, but there will be winners, maybe 2 winners. I believe if someone goes undefeated, they get the coveted Iron Star. And if they tie, they get a portion of the Iron Star. They get half an Iron Star. And if you get 2 halves equal a whole. I think that's the way it works. Roberto Litzenberger is the Superman behind the Players' Cup. He is awesome. Justin gets to make that 18-point anchor. That is beautiful. 4-3. Just going to have to keep playing safe. Got full freedom. He is outboarded. You really, this is really one of those times in backgammon where you just make large stacks. We're always taught you don't want to stack up checkers super high, but in this situation, there's really nothing else. 5 will slot the 4-point, or 2 will slot the 4-point. Minardi 4-1. He's going to have to keep making stacks. He might hit on the ace now. He's going to hit on the ace, especially because the block's on the home board. And this way, hopefully, he wants Justin to enter like that and get off his ace point and be less of a problem for him. That would be the reason. I don't know if it's right, but that is why you do that if you're going to do it. He's probably taking that time to make something happen. 2, 3, 4. What's the race at if he does that? 131 for white. $131 for pink, if I counted that right. Did I just say 131, 131, 134, 131? Anyway, it's close. If I got it right. Once again, in a close standard holding game, kind of a mutual holding game-ish in the outfield holding game. Both players waiting for big doubles, waiting for the other person to crack. Dan probably considering bringing checker down from the midpoint since there's a blot in Justin's home board, but there's no real reason to do that at all. So no, he wasn't considering that. He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do such a silly thing. 6-5 is going to break the mid. It's a good time to do that. That's a tough choice. I don't know what I would do there. Oh, there's the big doubles. That's going to do what to the race? Very close now. Very, very, very close race. Too close to call. I mean, it's not. I could do a count, but I'm not going to do it because I just know it's close. It's a close race. If you want to count at home, please count at home. It's the pip counting home game. 6-1. Five, 2, nice, tidy, dangerous board for Justin. Dan is dreaming of doubles for this next roll. Just gonna have to play safe there. And we are reaching that crucial holding game moment. Rapidly approaching. These are also Dice God moments. Double one certainly helps. He can move one of those stacks and make the 5-point. The question is which one? He kind of wants to hang back on the 13, I would think, to make it more difficult for Justin to escape. On the other hand, we're starting to reach a point of who's blocking who. I think that's my play. Could also step up to the 9 and make it even easier, but this seems logical. 5-3, Justin can save a 6 and just slot the ace. Both players doing fine on time. 3-2 is not what Dan wanted. Might have to just clear the 5-point and keep a solid 5-point board. Six, 5, that's going to do something. Justin will have to break his board as well. He could try running, but that would not be wise. He would be facing 28 out of 36 shots if he did that, and he's not going to do that. Uh-oh, shot time the other way. Big roll here for Justin. Might even consider doubling at this point. Not considering doubling at this point. He's going to roll. And, yeah, he still can't run. Yeah, I don't know if a double was right there. It certainly would have been risky. But being down in the match like that, sometimes you gotta make stuff happen. Or at least give a difficult decision to your opponent. 3-2, just can't escape the checkers. Crunchy crunch all the way. Double ones, again, has to make a decision. Who is blocking who? He might just slide up to the 5, yep, and go 4 to 2, and any 6 is a bad 6. Unless there's 2 of them. That is a bad 6. Dan needs to hit. Obviously, considering the double, I don't think it is a double because he's behind in the race, I think. And stuff like that can happen, especially if you're ahead in the match, which he is. Big roll. Justin wants some big numbers. Oh, he's not even chancing the numbers. Scoops it up. There's a take. Needs to get out. Does not. Oh, he was already reaching for it. You can just see the disappointment, reaching for that checker to move it, and just, no, can't do it. And now Dan needs the deuce. Doesn't get it. 3-1. Oh, that's an ugly number 2. This might be a big boy play of just running. Might be. Because obviously, if he just keeps hanging back there on the midpoint, you're so far behind in the race at this point that if you hang back there, it's pretty bad. At least if you run now, you get better racing equity. Justin has that blot on his 6. And yeah, he's going to do it. I don't know if that's right, but that's a big boy find. I might do that just to look like I know what I'm talking about if I were over the board. Or you do this. Let's go check. Yeah, before the 6-4 adjustment double, that was 313 pass. Yeah, he needs the cube. Hi, all. Hi, Ed Corey. How are you? PBMSU. Let us know how Neil's doing. We'll see in a bit. He opts to not split. Would have gotten hit. Hindsight is something we don't look at in backgammon, but he would have been hit, would have moved to the 2, would have entered, would have jumped out. But this race is still fairly within Dan's grasp. And we go to the dice gods. Thanks again for being here, everybody. I know I'm excited to be here. This is the highlight of my day, the highlight of my week. But that's not because I lead a boring life. There are many highlights of my week. This is just so absolutely phenomenal that it goes right to the top. I am always psyched to be here with all of you doing commentary, watching some really good backgammon at a really good tournament on a really good board. Double ones is big. This still could go either way. Double 2s, Dan pulling it out, getting the doubles. Even the small doubles are working for him. Oh, 6-2, that's painful. It now takes him 4 rolls. Dan's gonna pause, but flipping the cube would put the entire match on the line. I can't imagine he's gonna do that yet. Oof. I don't think this is a recube. Given the match score, no way. Because of that. Terribly exciting. Now, wow. Yeah, just attack. It's so scary to put the entire, I don't know if that was a cube. That might have been, but it's so scary to put the entire match on the line, and that's why. Wow, he's glad he did not recube there.
That's exciting.
Justin stole one back.
You were just on the fence of whether or not to
And wow, what a finish. 4-away, 5-away. Dan now, if he gets into a gammonish position and sees gammons, he will be aggressive with that cube. This is one of those weird scores. 4-away, 5-away, when the leader can be a little more aggressive because a gammon will obviously win him, a doubled gammon will win him the match. So if he starts sniffing gammons, the cube is on. Round 2, we still have another match coming up after this one. So don't you dare think that this is all there is today. We've got more. Make some more popcorn. Pour yourself another drink. Dan loves that 6-4. He has full freedom. He's escaped. Similar to before, he would love to now make some home board points. Six-one is excellent for him. Justin would like to anchor up, I would think. 6-4 can do a few things. You can slot the 3, you can make the 2, or you can jump out. What is the race? I think pink is up a little bit, which is why you might not want to jump out. It's a tricky play. I'm not sure what I would do there either. Only grandmasters know for sure. We might have even come down with the 4 to the 9 point. But that's in the past now. 5-4, great roll. Oh, double 6 is big. That will give him a huge racing lead. Question is, do you make the 2 and keep all his pieces connected with everything stripped in the outfield, or bring down the midpoint with best flexibility and you just have to strand your back guys a little bit? That seems like my play as well. 5-2 is fine. So coming on in, could slot the 3 as well. I don't think there's a big difference between the plays. Double 3s, Dan continuing to make it look easy. Doubles are his best friend right now. Now, this is not the gammonish position he was hoping for. Oh, no, 4-2 makes your 4 point. Don't forget about the 4 point. There you go. So, yeah, this is not the gammonish position Dan wanted to double, but he does have a huge racing lead right now. $102 for pink, I think. $126 for white. 5-3, probably gonna, yep, just do that. Doesn't really want to break his little tiny priming structure that he has going. Not only does it keep Justin's checkers trapped on the 5, but it also serves as landing points for his checkers in the back. And this preserves a little bit of his timing as well. Justin with slightly better timing. He's got that spare on the midpoint to play with. Yep, 3-1 again. He could clear the 7, but he probably wants to keep those checkers there. Might just make the deuce. And that keeps him a little flexible. Clearing the 7 would probably make it a little harder for him to get home. 4-1 is fine. You're doing fine. Big roll, dreaming of doubles, not the doubles. Nope, you're not doing that. You are doing that. Now it's time to clear the 7, super strong board. It's always nice to have a strong board. Justin really wants to make his board also strong and can and does and will. Nope. Yep. You got it. Oh, it's shot time. It is shot time. Any 3 is a good 3 for Justin. That would be a recube. Ooh, maybe he's even considering the recube now. That would be big balls recube. I don't. Wow. I don't think you want to do that. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. He's got 14 numbers that hit the 3 plus 6, 4 plus double 5s. So yeah, maybe. Got a lot of market losers. A lot of them are almost 50% to hit. Doesn't hit. I think it was only 15, 14, 15, 17 numbers if I counted that right. Hit. 6-1. 4 gets missed, but will have a return shot. A shot. This just got a little tricky. I wonder what the XG is for those moves. Damn, we're in a tight spot. Yeah, let's just leave slightly fewer numbers. 5, 4, 1, 3, 2. Is it fewer? It's saying there's double 3s, don't play. Yeah. Getting tricky. And now he's considering it again. He has fewer hits this time than he did last time. Only 15 this time. Any 5s plus 2, 3, and 4, 1. So he actually has less hitting numbers now. And this time he's doing it. So that's a little weird. And he's going to scoop it up. Dan will gladly scoop it up. He gets missed. And now a win is a win for Dan. And Justin is now hoping for the backgammon miracle. Dan will have 6-1, 6-3, or bad for him next roll. And that's really about it. A few other awkward numbers, but only 6-1, 6-3 leave a shot. Double 3s is one of those awkward, crappy numbers. It doesn't leave a shot, but it is really crappy. And Justin's hopes just went up a smidgen. 6-1. That's all you can do. This is a big roll. That's going to be the match, probably, unless some massive doubles start happening. I'm curious to know about that 4 cube, if he had a 4 cube with the previous roll, when he had more hitting numbers. This seemed like a risky redouble. No problem, Melissa. Thank you for all the XG work you are doing already. So a redouble would have been a 900 blunder then. Would have been a 900 blunder and then a 500 blunder. I'm not sure which is which, but yeah, big blunder to recube there. Hi, Jen, Burgatroyd. How are you? Thank you for the compliment. I love your viewership. All right, looks like Dan's gonna pull it out. He will be 1-1. I don't know what Justin did round 1, but he now has 1 more loss. It's been a fun match. There's a handshake. Thanks so much. We will be moving on to round 3.